Money is a very sensitive subject for so many people. Maybe it is for you. It's certainly a cause of constant pain, worry and arguments among people of all ages everywhere. But it's also a fact that hundreds of millions of people around the world have fairly good lives without having a lot of money, while millions who have so much more are far less happy. Now, it's a very complicated subject and I won't even try to cover everything here. And I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not going to give financial or investment advice. If you want that sort of advice, you must get professional advice. Now, if you know this stuff already, that's great, but for anyone who doesn't, it could have a profound impact on your future financial strength. So please don't accuse me of stating the obvious. So in the context of this course, and bearing in mind that you may have different circumstances to other people enrolled on this course, to be stronger financially, there are a number of simple money habits everyone can adopt to make the financial route in your life much stronger and for the rest of your life. And a stronger financial base will also help strengthen all the other roots in your tree of life that I talked about in the introduction to this course. Mr. Micawber in Charles Dickens' book David Copperfield still holds as true today as it was more than 170 years ago when he wrote the book. This is the quote: "Annual income £20, annual expenditure £19, 19 shillings and sixpence result happiness. Annual income £20, annual expenditure £20, 0 and 6 result misery." In other words, if you consistently spend more than you earn, you will almost certainly get into financial difficulties. And that applies to everyone. A millionaire who spends more than they earn will be worse off financially than someone who earns significantly less but chooses to save some of it. I'm sure that you've seen so many examples of celebrities who are declared bankrupt because they lived beyond their means. So, what can you do to develop a stronger financial route? Your upbringing will have a massive impact on your present and future relationship to money. How you earn it, how you spend it, how you save it, or whether you ever save any anyway. But no matter who you are, decide today to save at least 15 to 20% of everything you ever earn or are given for the rest of your life. It really is as simple as that. Just do it. And the younger you are, the more you'll benefit from this one financial idea. And always pay yourself first. That means when you receive your wages or your salary, put that percentage immediately into your savings. In fact, set it up with your bank so it happens automatically. This is probably the single most valuable financial habit you can ever develop to be stronger financially long term. And you need to realize this very important point. This money is not spending money. It will become your future capital. Now, let me explain. The idea is, over time, you will be able to start investing that capital, with expert advice, of course, to generate an income from that capital. Now, it's way outside the scope of this course, but it's something that poor people don't know, but genuinely rich people do, as opposed to people who spend a fortune they don't have just to look rich, like those celebrities who go bankrupt that I mentioned just now. Rich people use capital to generate additional money, and this income or interest is then added to the original capital. The increased capital is then used to earn even more money, which is again added to the capital. This has the effect of compound interest, and compound interest over a very long time will help you to become wealthy. It's even been described as the eighth wonder of the world. Rich people live comfortably on the income they generate from their capital. They no longer have to work for a living because their money now works for them instead. But most people don't do this. So make sure that a percentage of the money you save is in an instant access account. This will become your rainy day fund and would only be used for financial emergencies. It's a shocking fact that hundreds of millions of people have few, if any, savings and are always only a few paychecks away from financial ruin. For example, if they were laid off from their job or got sick, they'd have no backup funds. They'd have to borrow money just to pay basic living expenses. In the third video in this section, I'll talk more about debt and why you need to do everything you can to avoid it if you're serious about becoming financially stronger. Thinking ahead and building up your emergency fund will help you in so many ways. So please make the decision to save at least 15 to 20% of everything you earn from today. In the next video about being financially stronger, we'll take a look at lots of things you can do to keep more of your money that flows into your life and therefore be able to strengthen your financial roots even further.